welcome Julia Hamos from New York, who is anyway of Hungarian origin. You can't help that. And Julia is a very talented young lady. She studied with my friend Richard Good, so he is the best possible teacher. And she played this Schumann Fantasie for me in New York about a year ago, and I was so taken with it that I invited her to play it here for us at the Wigmore Hall. So please welcome Julia. you. Terribly sorry not to go on now because of the time limit. There is no limit, but there is plenty to talk about this movement. So, very good. Thank you so much. Well, where shall we start? Very well done. It started very well. So, what is a fantasy and what is a sonata? Because there are so many elements in this, especially in the first movement, which is in sonata form, yes? So, do you think this first movement is a slow movement or a fast movement?
Should be fast.
Well, basically, except for the coda. And therefore, it does need, no, stay, I'm not going to make you stand up. So you need a basic tempo, you know. 19th century music also has a tempo. So, and the trouble with Schumann that he says always retard, but he never writes a tempo because he presumes that we know that. So after a retard, you come back to tempo, and then and these retards are not huge. Only when you get to the adagio. For example, here why do you play here so slow? Yeah, so and you are playing already in half tempo. That's not right. I mean, not like a metronome, but there has to be a basic thing, otherwise it gets very fragmented and you have to hold it together. But the beginning was very good. And what is important in this first movement is the turbulence. It's turbulent music. It's always forward, until you get to the last page. And that's the first time you get a C major chord in root position. Yeah? Not before that. So we are going through all kinds of landscapes, nowhere near C major. And this is the fantasy element, that this insecurity of the tonality. So therefore, it's good to have the according to the motto, yes, the turbulent dream. Durch alle Töne tönet, in bunten Erdentraum, in a colorful dream. Yes? Ein leiser Ton gezogen für den, der heimlich lauschet. Yeah? So there is a quiet tone that for that person who is secretly listening. So where is that quiet tone? Where do you see it?
I don't know if it's quiet, but in the left hand the whole time.
No. I mean, it comes later. Yeah. It comes in this motto, and so I talked about this yesterday. So, but so this is obviously a great love poem to Clara. And where is this is the motive of Clara, because it's A and D, but D in Italian is Re. So La, Re, La, Re, Li, Di, So always when you have a folding fifth in Schumann, that's That's the Clara motive, and then you have the inversion of it, ascending fifth. Yeah. So just think of that, and also try to keep this turbulence. Yeah. For example, play just the left hand alone. So you see, this is something you could not play on a harpsichord. God forbid. Because, you know, and this is really piano music, so it has to have this craziness, yeah? The first note's forzando, but he doesn't say forte. And in the right hand, it's subito fortissimo, so bum. It vibrates, yes? Just. It's too clear. And still, the pedal not to the bottom, maybe half. Boom. Yeah? No? Very good. Now, it would be very nice to follow the bass line. Ram ti di ra ra ram ta ra ti ra ra ram po ra ri po ra ri ram po ram po. These notes are important, and the other ones are the filling. Yeah, not every note is. Yeah. Tempo. And here, be careful with the rhythm. Tiraram, paparim, tiraram, papam. You have to be careful with the small note values. Uh-huh. Yes. Tempo. Ba-bam, bam. Okay, so this all pre-echoes the middle section, the legend. Yeah, and so this is a 4-bar phrase, and it centers in the middle of the phrase. Yes, so. the meter is 4/4, but the metronome mark is a half note equals. So he thinks. You think 2 in a bar, yes? Okay, this is very good now. It has this forward momentum. So let's do this one more time. Why do you put an accent there? That's too much. Yeah? Yeah? But very good. Just the polyphony. Yeah, more alto, yes? Less. Yes. Sorry. I don't want to hear any percussiveness, but the legato, you know. Do you play this ornament before the beat, or I don't mind, but you should know. Hi there. It's nice before.
Yeah.
But I don't want to hear any piano playing, just. Yeah. Again, there are too many fingers. You don't play this with your fingers, but a bow, yeah? Or singing, breathing, but no fingers. That's right. Well, this is misleading because you have a light bar and a heavy bar. So, and you are playing, and it's the other way around. Mm-hmm. Very good. Okay, just what is this harmony?
Sorry?
What harmony is this? No? You should know this.
I'm not sure. It's just
Go to Italy, southern Italy.
Neapolitan.
Yes, very good. Pizza land. Yeah. So, yeah. So yes, because you are playing too many notes here. You are playing taka 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 instead of harmony. We have all suspensions. Play that one slowly, this passage. But I don't hear the suspensions. Tiram param param tiram. Yeah? Now I and And you see, then you have so that's the inversion of the falling fifths. These are just tiny details. But so now play it in tempo. Okay, this is too predictable, because you have la ta 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 ta. So 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 hemiola, yes? Okay, and the retard, but not a huge retard, because you have to keep the momentum, yeah? Tempo. This is my problem. This it's not my problem. It's your problem, because you slow here down unnecessarily. There is no sign of a retard on the white horizon. Yeah? That's not nice. No great singer would do this. And only here comes the retard. Okay, can I hear this love duet? Just the two voices. I don't hear that the soprano, the A is resolved into the G, yes? Yes. Now tempo again. Small retard on tempo. This is like out of breath. Yeah? Agitato. 1, 2, 3, 4. But you have to play the C sharp with an intensity so you are not listening to the end of the notes. Pim, ba, ba, dim. That's better. Like 3 horns from far away, yeah? This is like Ich liebe dich, du liebst mich, yeah? I love you, you love me. Yeah? So it's the one yeah, but phrase it, yes? This chord is this dissonance or a consonance?
Dissonance.
Absolutely. So play it like a dissonance. La dee dee dee. No, it's not so normal. Yeah, this is difficult, this passage, because we are so far removed from the tonic here. And what comes after? So the bass is a D flat, yes?
Yes.
So it will be enharmonic with a C sharp, and the C sharp resolves into a D. So that's the logic of it, because otherwise it's hard to hear. But the D comes as an answer to the bass. So you have to play it in a way that the listener, the ear, remembers the bass. And yeah, and it's very difficult on the piano, any piano. Because the ya-ra-ra, this F cannot be louder than the end of the E. So you have to follow that through with your ears. Yes? Yes, when you have to let go of the B flat. It hangs on. Yes. Clear the pedal. This was good. Yeah, and there is no downbeat here. Ba dee bum ba pa down. Yeah. So Schumann gave many titles to, as you know, to this. So one is called the Ruins. Yes. So it's a ta dee ta dee ta dee ta, all these syncopations. It's not so organized, yes, and only the rhythm, and that was very good now, better than when you first played dee dee tam pa bam pa bam. Yeah, very rhythmical, the semiquaver. Yes, one more. Good. The la ri ram, not pang. I just hear a big pang, but la ri ram ta ta ram. Yeah. La. What the piano is a limited instrument. You have to make the illusion of that it's a long note. It's still there. Yeah? And start this section lower. Tiraram, parari, para 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 pa pam pam. Yeah? Okay, and here is important. The chromatic. Time. There's an echo, ta-tam, ta-tam, ta-tam. The tenor voice, yes? Very good. Re, mi, fa. Okay, very good. Very good. Crescendo. Pa 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 pa. This is non legato. Pa pi to 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 pa 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 pa. Yes. It was much too loud. And now listen to the, you have to build a bridge here, yes? It's not just, actually, it's nice to hear the overtones here. Do you hear them? You have to hear the tenths and the fifths, yeah? Okay, so just play this, please. I would not take the pedal out there for a change. Because this legenden tone, yeah, in the tone of a legend, so medieval. Now I'm telling you a story in olden times, yes? So you have to get this mystical, medieval atmosphere, yes? Keep the pedal. Okay, so what key are we in?
C minor.
Yes. But the beginning of it is on the dominant. So it should really be like, let me tell you a story now. And when the C minor comes, then you start once upon a time. But this let me tell you a story. This has to be very dark, so the lower octave. Because if you emphasize the upper octave, it's too bright. And he... strongly suggest that you take this note with the left hand, because you cannot voice it if you play F and G with the thumb, because you cannot separate this part of your thumb from that part of your thumb. Maybe you can, I cannot. But yeah, that way it will sound like two voices.
So like,
Yeah, It's not compulsory to play chords together, but this is my, not just my, I mean anybody you hear from the last century, nobody plays chords together, but today, pak, pak, pak.
I cannot.
So,
Many times.
you know, if you break chords, because it's a fact of nature, it's a law of nature. The bass comes before, you know. You know? But if you do that today, then some clever critic comes and says, old-fashioned piano playing, you know. But people, I don't know where people go to music school these days. That you have to play like that. It's ugly. Pits. So follow your instinct. Don't worry about togetherness. To orchestrate this. Those cello pizzicati in the tenor, yes? So play the right hand, I play the left hand. So there are three functions here, yes? Bass, then the melody, and then the pizzicato. Three sonorities. Syncopation, da di da tim bam, da di da tim bam, da di da tam, yeah. here we stop this, telling this story, and it gets back to the present. I think that, Robert is talking to Clara. So, what do you think of this story? No? So you have to have this speaking voice again. And we get back to our story there, But what do you think of here when you play this?
The piano.
This legend. What is this legend about?
Something very, very dark and rather brutal, or very destructive.
Yes, I mean, if you read ballads from this time by Goethe, by Schiller, yes, it's there was a princess who had been abducted, and she's sitting in a dark room in a tower, and
Very old, very old.
yeah, medieval, and the prince comes to rescue her, but it doesn't succeed, the rescue operation. So I think that way, but you are free to think whatever you want to, just not the piano. The ornament. Not too fast. Listen to Fischer Disco. That's right. And this is scary. I don't know if this is all staccato. Those notes are staccato on the two edges. This is there lies a tone. This is the quiet tone. And this will become our motto, an die ferne Geliebte, to the distant beloved. We are very far from C major. ta-ra-ta-ta-tam. And the whole thing is in tempo. So you cannot move really from the there is something very severe about this, no? There has to be a sense of, because otherwise we lose our sense of geography. So, Tim, Ta, C minor, and legatissimo. Okay, you have to organize these 4 bars of gradual ritardando, but very organic, yeah? I don't understand your here. I'm not moving the accompaniment, but the melody is free. I'm not counting, there's no metronome, God forbid, but it has to be yeah? The timing, it's like when you pull a bow and when you let the arrow go, yeah? Not too soon. Just play this left hand once. But it's too normal. Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. Yes. Very good. And not faster than that, but molto agitato, and it's an inner agitation. Yeah? Pa-pam. So what is this? It's a horn call, no? The enemy is coming. Pa-pam, ta-tam. Attention. Pa-pam. 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 Tira, para, 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 pam. In the pedal, but this is really not legato. Beep, pa, 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 ta, 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 ta. Yeah? Who is this piece dedicated to?
Liszt,
Actually.
Yeah.
And this is the only part Doesn't this sound like a Liszt harmony, which to me is not a compliment, but then play it like or play it with 3 fingers with a lot of, because it needs a lot of body weight, yes? Aye! Clear it, clear it, clear it. And the A flat has to stay, no? La. I don't hear it. Okay. Da-tira, da-tira, pa-pa-ra, pa-pa. You cannot play ta-ta-ta, ta-ta-ta. These rubati, you know, not here, because this is now a tragedy. And now the storyteller comes to the end of the story and says, and so this is what happened to the prince and the princess. And the morale of the story is, it's up to you. But so there is no rubato here. Softer. As simple as possible. So therefore, my beloved Clara, yeah. So it's like that. Softer, softer. This is now let's just get to the coda somewhere. Pum beat him papadam. Yeah. This is our first C major chord, and we have been here for an hour now. So, isn't it good? But adagio. But how adagio? I mean, try and sing for me this. You See how nice you sing? And you cannot sing as slowly as you play. So you have to take like in Beethoven. Nimm sie hin, denn diese Lieder, die ich dir geliebte sang. You cannot sing. Nimm sie. I have no air, you know. Of course, singers have more control of breath, but still there's a limit. That's another group of instruments. Yeah? This is no longer the singer. And it ends with a question mark. Tempo. Now little retard. Start in tempo. That retard. Tempo. The pedal is very dirty. Why is it so dirty? It's my sense of hygiene here. You have to emphasize that. Of course, this belongs together. And take it away. Amen. Yeah? So, it says, he writes also, like Janacek, pedal, but no release. Yeah. But I think here you have to take it away. So, for example, when he writes an augmentation, then it's already in slow motion. This has to sound like silver. Yeah? All right. So just play. Then get into the. Did you use the una corda?
Yes.
No. If you want a shiny sound here, you know, it will not be too loud. But if you put this in the soft pedal, it will sound. you know. And it's only piano, not pianissimo at the end. And a little bit more of the third of the chord. You have to voice every chord because we have two C's, one G and one E. So what is the balance?
Yeah, probably the E.
Little bit more third. Very good. Thank you very much.